Hey friends, I'm here with my kind of new friend, Tom Terwilliger. He is a Mr. America and he's also a black belt in many different disciplines. And we are knowing we're all students. But tell me some of the disciplines that you are a black belt in.
Well,
Earning a black belt it takes a freaking long time.
it does. It really does. When I was younger, I first started martial arts. That whole journey began when I was about 8 years old, and was being bullied a lot. Like a lot of kids are getting bullied. But I was fortunate enough to have an older brother, Raymond, who was a New York City police officer and also the lead instructor at Grandmaster Alan Lee's Kung Fu Wushu Association at the Queen's Temple. So he decided, hey, you know what? My little brothers, my twins, I'm an identical twin. We're getting picked on a lot. Let's teach them how to defend themselves. And really, more than even defending ourselves, to find our power as a kid, to find our confidence. And
Highly recommend it.
Oh, yeah. And so I started studying Chinese Kung Fu until about 15. Then bodybuilding completely derailed that. I fell in love with bodybuilding and started lifting and didn't study anymore. But I always said when I left my bodybuilding career that I would get back into the martial arts, my first love. And the first thing that really started to build my confidence. So that was Kung Fu. Never really achieved what we call the black sash, but got close because I was so young, they wouldn't give it to you. Back then, they wouldn't give you a black sash or a black belt at that age. They just wouldn't do it. Today, they do it,
Okay. Well, Don the Dragon gave me my black belt.
Oh, that's an honor.
TV.
Wow.
Yeah, my sensei was like, this will be fun on your TV show. So it was.
That's
really
and to get it from Don the Dragon.
Yes, it took
Wilson,
me,
it
probably took me like a little over 6 years, but some of those weeks I probably went to class 6 times.
Yeah, wow.
And I don't know how I did that as an adult, but it's amazing. And the other amazing thing that we have in common is longevity.
Oh yeah.
We met at A4M, and it's just always so much fun. We love the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine.
Yes.
Actually, the founder's here too.
Oh.
A lot of us are disciplined black belts. Isn't that funny how that happens?
That's true. Well, I guess part of that is the energy that Bob brings to it. He's a multiple black belt himself, like a 7th or 8th Dan. I mean, he's just amazing and the most unassumable guy you will ever meet. You would never guess that he's the athlete that he still is today. But founding A4M and being a martial artist, he's helped bring together this community of extraordinary martial artists, famous, some not so famous, but all extraordinarily talented. I'm the only exception to that, by the way.
Not true. Not true. But Dr. Bob is amazing, and he did coin the term anti-aging. He also coined the term personal trainer when he started the NASM, which is probably still the greatest training organization for personal trainer certification.
It's the best. Yep.
So anyway, a lot of discipline to win Mr. America.
Yes.
A lot of discipline. Yeah. We can't take ourselves too seriously. There's a lot of famous people in here, and we are just not full of ourselves.
Yeah,
well, maybe 2 of them. Maybe 2 people.
Although I will say this, it's also very humbling.
Yeah.
It's just like I came here this weekend amongst you and some of these other dignitaries in the martial arts world, and literally I couldn't help to have a little imposter syndrome, just a little imposter syndrome. And then I said to myself, as I have in many other situations, you've been invited to the table, make your presence known, forget the imposter crap. Take ownership.
You are the owner, and we had a lot of fun in some of the classes. We've done some of these amazing classes that are available at the Fight Off, and you can check it out online. I hope you'll come next year. I heard they might do it someplace other than Phoenix, and they'll do it in Phoenix, of course, because the founders live in Phoenix. Phoenix is just a great place.
And I'm loving it. The
weather's great. Yeah. Well, you're Colorado. And people can check out your whole personal training and longevity program in Colorado. Of course, you could do that from anywhere.
Everyone almost always asks me, the inevitable question is, well, where does it begin? What's the most important thing? And I always tell them the mindset. We have to escape our own preset ideas, our own preset programming about who we are as we age.
Yeah, we all thought when we were kids we'd live to be a certain age, 70s, 80s, whatever. And now we know that it's possible to live much, much longer.
Mm.
And so you're exactly right. That is the first thing.
That is.
It's the first thing.
And the first thing you have to do is identify it. For me, it was like a ticking time bomb that went off at 50 years old. My 50th birthday party. I remember I used to party, hang out, and, I was training and still do all that stuff. All my friends were at the place and we were hanging out. And I remember it was only about 9 o'clock, early yet. And I literally said to someone, you know what, I'm getting too old for this. And I was like, boom, that was the time bomb had just got ignited and was ready. It was the programming was starting at 50. Oh, I'm too old for this shit now. What's going to happen at 60? What's going to happen at 70? A lot of it is our programming around that. So identifying that first, where and how it shows up, what your programming is that we got from our parents, from our grandparents, from everyone around us. There's expectations at 50 you're this, at 60 you're taking medication, at 70 it's kind of over. You can golf and that's about it. And that's not true at all. In fact, I still don't golf.
Oh, we're doing stuff. We're big time doing stuff. We're
Big
having
time.
a good time.
No doubt.
We're having a good time. We hope you're going to join us. And, all the things we do are so much fun. All the longevity stuff, the medical, the fitness, and, of course, the martial arts. It's all so much fun. And it does keep us young.
It definitely does.
And we keep our sense of humor.
Yeah, you got to have a sense of humor. You got to have. In fact, just a quick side note: meeting Don Severin this weekend.
Oh, I love Dan the Beast.
Oh, Dan! Dan was just he was such a great UFC fighter.
I know.
But his sense of humor, and even when he would go into the ring, he would say something funny, like the referee would be like, "Okay, guys, no doing this, no doing that. Any questions?" He would say, "Yes, I've got a question. How do I get the hell away from doing this crap anymore?"
Oh,
and everyone. It was just like he always had something funny to ask or to say.
He's so wonderful. He is one of my interviews. But I got to tell you, that guy won more UFC matches than anybody ever in the history of UFC.
That's unbelievable.
And he's the nicest guy.
Nicest guy you'll ever meet. Don't cross him, but he's a hell of a nice guy.
Yeah,
and I love that sense. You brought up sense of humor. I think that's a big part of it. In fact, there's new research on this now that, we know about the brain plasticity, right?
Right.
We can continue to learn, continue to grow. We've got either a fixed or a growth mindset. If we maintain a growth mindset, part of that plasticity happens more frequently and on a deeper level when we don't take ourselves too seriously. Anytime we take something or a situation and take it so seriously, our cortisol levels elevate. We go into our sympathetic nervous system and it blocks the plasticity of the brain. So you're going into a situation which is like, hey, it's new, it's different, it's novel. I'm not sure I can do it. Just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to have some fun with this. Keep my sense of humor, and the plastic mind will change and adapt very quickly.
Totally agree. And whenever I see that happening in somebody's mind, I see that their ego's taking over.
Yes.
I always say, oh God, they're going into suffering. And I always say, suffering is optional. So you don't have to suffer. The awards are starting now. We are so happy to get with you. And just remember, suffering is optional. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, sweetheart. And remember, life is what you make it.
And so the